Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
We begin tonight in Waverly, where dozens of people have been displaced from their homes and several businesses have had.
Now, your Twin Tiers forecast from Big Fox.
All right, thanks again for checking in as we take a look at your local forecast. A very wet day across the region, and temperatures, of course, very mild overnight tonight as that rain ends. We're going to wake up to a morning low of 46, and our average overnight low is 18. How about that? Even some near record warm lows, of course, on Wednesday. 6:51 is your sunrise, and then tomorrow our sunset is at 4:51. Should also mention that we're about 2.5 weeks away from our time change. We spring ahead 1 hour, of course, our second weekend of March. Daytime high tomorrow will be occurring early, and then we'll free fall to well below average temperatures here by Thursday. So again, rain continues yet tonight. Really just some isolated, very light showers, and temperatures, of course, will be quite warm. Again, falling temps on Wednesday with more sunshine in the afternoon, and then another system slides in Thursday night and Friday. We could have some plowable snowfall potential across parts of the region here as well. So we're going to watch this, of course, very closely, but the 5-day snowfall forecast suggesting that we will have some snow and maybe a little bit heavier off to the east. But look at this through Wednesday evening. We've had enough rainfall and precipitation along with mild temps that flood watches have been posted for some communities off to the west and also off to the north of us. But overnight tonight, if we have any additional precipitation, it'll be very light, just some isolated showers or areas of drizzle. Again, heading into our Wednesday, a little bit of sunshine into the afternoon before our next storm system moves on in here. Late Thursday, we'll see some snow develop from the south and west. That should continue into your Friday. So tonight, again, quite mild. Light rain should be ending by early tomorrow morning, and then some sunshine into the afternoon hours. But low temperatures tomorrow morning could reach near warm record lows. It's kind of hard to say, but it will be a record for the lowest temperature in terms of how warm it is. And then heading into the day tomorrow, winds will be out of the west to northwest. In fact, gusting up close to 20, maybe even 25 miles per hour. Then as that northwesterly wind develops, temperatures will be free falling down into the 30s late afternoon and around freezing by 6 p.m. tomorrow night. We'll continue to see that temperature fall. So then by Thursday morning, actually down into the teens. Thursday again, we'll have those clouds thickening up with areas of snow developing late Thursday night. And then that snow potential will be sticking around through Friday with, again, some accumulations. How about this into the early part of March? Getting indications that warmer than average temperatures will return. So after a chilly end of the weekend, we will have some warmer weather, but that will be our first full week of March. So Wednesday, of course, any rain that we have will be in the morning. Temperatures free falling. Snow develops Thursday night into Friday, and this upcoming weekend will be quieter with more sunshine on Saturday.
The S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller National Home Price Index says the prices of homes surged about 19% last year thanks to a collision of hot demand, low interest rates, low inventory, and lots of relocating caused by the coronavirus pandemic. The price index says it's the largest calendar increase in 34 years. The average 30-year fixed mortgage rate by Freddie Mac is approaching 4%. It's not just home buyers feeling the pinch of higher prices. Rents have exploded across the country. Lydia Hugh has the story.
The nationwide surge on rent prices is forcing renters to dig deeper into their pockets to help them find or maintain housing as the federal moratorium on evictions has now ended. The median rent price across the country has risen by more than 19% over a year ago to reach $1,789. But there are some cities, particularly in the Sun Belt region, that are seeing spikes that are much higher. Take a look at the median rent in Phoenix, Arizona, up more than 27%. Las Vegas, Orlando, and Tampa also landing in the top 10 markets for steepest increases. But it's Miami that comes out on top with more than a 50% year-over-year increase. According to Realtor.com, this increase in rent means that people are spending more on housing. In Miami, 59% of a household's income is now spent on rent. It's more than 40% here in New York City. Economists say that these increases in rent prices will continue to drive inflation.
And what is happening now is that people are essentially saying, well, jobs are being created. Maybe I want to move out of parents' basement. At the same time, people who wanted to buy, now the prices are so high, they are renewing their rental leases. Consequently, the rental demand, very, very strong. Some people priced out of buying a home, also young adults moving out of the basement.
The causes here are a nationwide shortage on housing and a rental inventory that is at a 38-year low. Looking through the rest of the year, rent prices are expected to continue to rise. Reporting from New York City.
Police say a black market industry that brought in roughly $200 million last year is leading to violence and unsolved crimes. Joy Addison reports.
Some law enforcement members call fake paper license plates a license for crime because countless criminals have been seen using them to hide their identity.
So it was July 6th of 2021. My two sons and I had just finished going to an Astros game in downtown Houston. And on the way back, there was this guy who was driving quite erratically.
That erratic driver chased them through traffic.
I was driving probably 90 miles an hour through the streets trying to get out of this man's this line of sight. He just continued chasing us, took a weapon out and fired 2 shots from a .44 caliber.
One of those shots hit his 17-year-old son, David, killing him. After police arrived, Castro gave a detailed description of the vehicle, but one thing held up the investigation.
I remember looking over and I saw he had paper plates on.
Those paper license plates were fake, making the perfect getaway car. Police found the shooter thanks to social media and this surveillance video. But thousands of crimes linked to fake paper license plates across the country have gone unsolved. In New York, police arrested just over 2,100 people for crimes related to fake paper license plates in the first 7 months of 2021. Most of the fake plates came out of Texas. And last month in Dallas, police say they seized 42 fake paper plates in a one-day operation.
They're used in the commission of robberies, of burglaries, and of course, stolen vehicles.
Law enforcement say most of these tags are sold by people with car dealer licenses, which gives them access to the State Department of Motor Vehicles e-tag system.
As you can see, this has kind of become an industry, not just an industry for the criminals, but for people that realize they can make money selling paper tags.
Now, a new Texas law lets the state's DMV block access to dealers who are caught committing fraud. So far, 6 dealerships caught selling fake paper license plates have been shut down.
A landmark settlement between the U.S. Soccer Federation and the women's national team resolving the outstanding equal pay claims in litigation. Brian Yennis has reaction.
A big win for the U.S. women's national soccer team. The team and its governing body, the U.S. Soccer Federation, reaching a $24 million settlement Tuesday, resolving a 6-year-long dispute over equal pay.
It's a Herculean task to win a World Cup. This felt just as Herculean or probably bigger.
The off-the-field battle began in 2016 when 5 players filed a federal wage discrimination complaint claiming female footballers were being paid less despite generating more income. In 2019, the women's national team sued the governing body for $66 million under the Equal Pay Act, citing gender discrimination, not only in compensation, but also playing conditions. U.S. Soccer committing to equal pay for the women's and men's national teams. $22 million will be split between the players. That's about 1/3 of the damages they initially sought. The other $2 million earmarked for a fund to benefit players in their post-career goals and female soccer charities.
We're trying to get to one structure for both the men's and the women's teams so that everything is equal across the board.
The players saying the goal was more than just money.
To know that we, the players, have built a culture that has instilled a sense of value and fight, I think is a legacy that we're truly proud to leave behind.
The U.S. women's team has won 4 World Cup titles since the competition was founded in 1991. In New York, Brian Yennis.
Bees do a lot more than just make honey. They pollinate a number of foods we eat. Marianne Rafferty has more on why some recent thefts are putting beekeepers on high alert.
People are buzzing over the recent uptick in beehive thefts in the country.
People think they can make a quick, easy buck by stealing hives and putting them into pollination.
In the past several weeks, more than 300 hives worth tens of thousands of dollars were stolen in the San Joaquin Valley in California. And another 384 vanished from a field in a county just north of San Francisco. Authorities in central Pennsylvania say about 60,000 bees stolen in their area.
Sadly, beekeepers are the only people stealing bees from other beekeepers. You have to have specialized equipment.
Our victim, a couple weeks ago, they've lost over $150,000 worth of bees. So it's definitely felony.
In the U.S., there are as many as 125,000 beekeepers, according to the United States Department of Agriculture. The annual income from direct honeybee pollination is estimated to be roughly $300 million. Experts are attributing the thefts to a shrinking supply of bees and the soaring cost to rent hives for pollination.
It takes us over a year to build a healthy hive. And so when it's stolen from us, it's not something we can easily replace.
The thefts have become so prevalent that beekeepers are turning to GPS tracking devices, surveillance cameras, and other anti-theft technology to protect their colonies. Officials are urging beekeepers to remain alert. They're also encouraging produce farmers who use bees to pollinate their crops to only hire people who can show proof of ownership for their hives.
We want to leave you with a smile. In some card games, the deuces, meaning twos, are wild, and a young girl plays a wild cosmic coincidence on a date with twos. Judah Grace Spear hits all twos like a casino machine on Tuesday, February 22nd, in the 22nd year of the millennium. Judah two-steps her way into life at a regional medical center in North Carolina, in room 2 at 2:22 a.m. Judah's mom is a Hodgkin's lymphoma survivor. The date is a palindrome, where the order of numbers don't change either forward or backward. From our whole team, thank you for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.